I want to ask you about UN Security Council Resolution 1701, something very important for the conflict between Israel and Lebanon. It's mentioned in the published draft agreement. How important do you think the implementation of 1701 is to this agreement?
In fact, in 2006, following the war launched by the Israeli enemy against Lebanon and launched its attack dated at that time and within the memory of the Lebanese, and due to the destruction they made in 2006, and therefore after the Lebanese representatives of the army and the people and the resistance against this enemy and forced them not to approach and to enter in the Lebanese land more than a very limited land incursion, and reached to a ceasefire, and that's what he stated to the Qatari foreign minister, whereas the ambassador of Israel requested to go approaching a ceasefire through the UN Security Council, and was 1701 that they never mentioned the ceasefire, but to mention to stop the military aggressions, and therefore the withdrawal of Israel behind the blue line, and to stop all the aggression in air and land against Lebanon. But the withdrawal of the resistance forces from the Litani south, hidden to the north of the Litani, and not to have any armed forces in that area. In fact, since 2006, Israel never executed this, but continued the aggression in sea, in the air, using the sky of Lebanon to hit Syria, and made an aerial Air Force maneuvering to attack and hit Syria, and returned to make the aggression again to Lebanon, considering after the Lebanese resistance made the support together and considered this resolution as a framework made by the Lebanese president, and said and committed that they are fully committed of the resolution 1701, of course with the coordination with the resistance, and then that is fully linked and related to the ceasefire at the beginning, and then to continue what should be done. And then what being said yesterday, Sheikh Naim Qasim, the new Secretary General of Hezbollah, by saying that they will examine the conditions that should be emerged, and by saying that the framework of 1701 is a good framework in order to put an end of this aggression, while the Israeli aggression that approached the shock and terrifying, and it is the space of the control, the escalation, and while is attacking civilians, claiming that they are party factors by hiding this area, and the genocide and all the segment, and forced the villagers to flee their houses. After he stated that he destroyed all the capabilities of the resistance, and then said that you are working and the activities of the resistance, they destroyed all the actions. So how would he do this? And I think that 1701 resolution is the main framework to cease fire. But in fact, But the installment that made by the Israeli aggression, that is similar what he did throughout a year in Gaza, and we are seeing the same scenario as proposed by the American, and then Blinken and Hochstein come in and listen to positive things by the Israeli enemies upon the negotiation, and we listen to grafts through the media proposed by the American and the Israelis, and they are claiming that they discussed in Lebanon, and then we'll go back to a voice coming out from there, from the Israeli enemy, either to misreach or to begin fear and threaten Netanyahu to hit the far-right party presided in Israel. And I think that the issue won't be agreed upon the Israeli aggression about a ceasefire quite soon, and I think that the right key is through the field.